Hi, I'm Jenny Jewell, a retired emergency dispatcher. Welcome to Call Autopsy, where we listen to a 911 call and I help you break it down. This one comes from Santa Fe, New Mexico, Santa Fe County Sheriff's Office from the 26th of February this year. And bodies found. So let's go ahead and give this a listen and I will help you break it down.
Santa Fe 911, what is your emergency?
Hello, my name is Wade. I think we just found one deceased person inside a house. What's the address here? There's no address. There's no address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody really quick.
Okay, what's going to be the address?
It's going to be 1 North Summit Drive down at the gatehouse. I'll meet you over there. I'll meet them over there. I'm the caretaker for the subdivision. I'm going to bring them up here.
Give me 1 second. 1 summer night?
1 North Summit Drive.
1 North Summit, got it. And what is
1 North Summit Drive. My name is I'm the caretaker for the subdivision.
What's a good phone number for you in case we disconnect? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me check with the paramedics.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second.
Damn.
Are you with the patient now?
I'm sorry?
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property. There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Okay. How old is the patient?
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Okay. Are they awake?
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
Okay. Okay. Do they appear to be completely awake?
On the way?
Do they appear to be awake or alert?
No. It's not.
Okay. Okay. Did you hear them talk or cry?
No.
Okay. Okay. Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody up here really quick.
Okay, my units are underway, okay?
I'm sorry?
My units are underway right now. And,
Okay, I'll meet them down at the gatehouse because they might not have a code.
okay. Also, is there any way...
That means that the cut probably cut off with you.
Okay. Also, is there any way that you can open the house, or is there like a hidden key so my units can access it?
I have no idea.
So the house is closed? The door is closed? Yeah.
I'm sorry? I'm going to meet them.
Okay, sir. My units are on their way, but can you confirm the address because I don't have a 1 North Summit Drive. Copy.
There is a 1 North Summit. That's where I work at.
Okay. You don't have like the actual address of the house of where this person lives?
I have no idea. There's no address. There's a reason why for that.
If you can get TV around, please. Okay. Okay. What is the closest intersection for where you're gonna wait for my unit? Santa Fe line 4 is en route and direction information. Sir. Sir, what is the closest intersection that you're gonna be? Okay, so are you going to be on a vehicle waiting for my unit, or are you going to be on foot? Are you still there? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
are you going to be on a vehicle waiting for my unit, or are you going to be on foot?
I'm going down to the gatehouse right now.
To the gatehouse? Okay.
We're probably going to get cut off.
Okay. What are you wearing so my unit knows it's you?
I don't even know. You don't even know.
You're like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
thank you. That's fine. Yeah. You still there? Hello, Ron?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay. Still there?
Yeah. But I'm I'm just like, it's like it's away. Ambulance coming. If there's an ambulance coming out here.
Okay, what are you wearing so my unit knows it's you? Still there? I can barely understand you. You're coming in and out.
How come I don't hear anything, ambulance or anything? They're just right down there, Fort Marston.
Okay, my units are on their way, okay?
Oh yeah, I hear something now.
Okay, just to confirm, is there any way my unit can get into the house?
I'm sorry.
Is there any way my unit can get into the house? Hello?
It's gated. I don't know the code number, but I could just bring him up to the house. The way we got in was we jumped the wall. I could do another, someone I can see that comes in and out all the time. Here comes I'm gonna let go.
Okay. So, okay.
Here comes the unit out here. I thank you for your help. I appreciate you. Bye.
No problem.
All right, so first off, I got to say the caller really kept it together. So let's go ahead and give this another listen through and we'll break it down.
Hold on. Son of 911, what is it? Is it emergency?
Okay, so we have someone in the background, possibly a supervisor, telling them that their answer up is Santa Fe 911, or Santa Fe County 911, because Santa Fe County. So that's her answer up.
Hello, my name is Wade. I think we just found one deceased person inside a house. What's the address here? There's no address. There's no.
All right. So we are 15 seconds in. There's no address for the place. There's a person who is obviously not alive, according to the person calling. And we have the first name of the person who's calling, and we'll get more detail.
Address. I'm going to wait for you at the gate. I'm going to wait for you to please send somebody really quick.
Okay, what's going to be the address?
It's going to be 1 North Summit Drive down at the gatehouse. I'll meet you over there. I'll meet them over there. I'm the caretaker for the subdivision. I'm going to bring them up here.
All right, so now we have a who. So he's a caretaker of the subdivision. We have a technically aware because it's a gatehouse, and that happens. So like if there's a vast private area, they may not have an address, and the only address would be the gatehouse. So this is the case here.
Give me 1 second. 1 summer night?
If you don't know, don't guess. Ask again and have them repeat it. This part embarrassed me when I heard it.
1 North Summit Drive.
1 North Summit, got it. And what is
1 North Summit Drive. My name is. I'm the caretaker for the subdivision.
What's a good phone number for you in case we disconnect? Okay, give me 1 second. Let me speak with the paramedics.
All right, so right now we have a where for the response. We have a what with people down, right? They're unresponsive. They look DDRD, dead, really dead. So, and then we have a who's the reporting party right now.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second.
And we are 1 minute in. So technically, if this call was built right now and goes out, because this is how it can go or how it should go, is again, you build the call with, again, the golden three, the where, the what, the who, and then you make sure you get it into the queue so the dispatcher can see it, and then you start to finish with the additional details, and it doesn't go fully available for them with the additional details till you're done. So that's why I kind of need to get through them so that the call can get in the queue. So.
Damn.
And if you're listening to the caller, right now, we technically have another patient. This person is going to need some medical care with what he's going through right now. All right, and this person is quiet while they're building the call. There's all different kinds of people, that work in the field. I'm a talk typer. Not everybody is, though. But my opinion is there's too much quiet here.
Are you with the patient now?
I'm sorry?
Are you with the patient now?
Yeah, I'm over at their property.
So he's over at their property. He's not with them. So they found deceased people. So keep that in the back of your mind. And I'll explain why there's techniques and things that you can do, again, with supervisor okay and permission to do that, is how to go through the queue when you're in a situation like this.
There's no address here. So I have to meet the ambulance or the police, whoever, down at the gatehouse. I'll bring them up here.
Which is fantastic. I mean, if he can meet them down at the gatehouse, which is the closest area to the real road, and bring them in, awesome.
Okay. How old is the patient?
Okay, so with a caretaker, they may or may not know these things, so it's okay to ask. But by the question, you could tell they're in the additional details. They're in the CAD trying to get this completed so that it can be complete and closed.
I have no idea.
You don't know? Okay, that's fine. Is the patient a male or a female?
A female and a male, probably. I don't know, sir. Just send somebody up here real quick.
Yeah, I would put a male and a female, which is what his original determination was.
Okay. Are they awake?
No. So it asks it in the CAD. If you know the person is not alive and you get to the question where are they breathing, the answer would be, did they think the person's deceased? Or beyond help. And that's something that you can put in there. You should ask them, do you think the person is beyond help? And if they answer yes, or like, the person's obviously dead, or they're definitely beyond help, then in the CAD, you can go through those indicators where it's like, are they breathing? Are they talking to you? And just kind of cancel those out. Just say, unavailable or unknown or whatever is the accepted common tongue for the abbreviation these days.
I have no idea.
Are they breathing?
I have no idea. I'm not inside the house. It's closed. It's locked. I can't go in. But I see them. She's laying down on a floor from the window.
All right. And he is, when a person's deceased, you can kind of tell. I mean, unless it's like a fresh death, if a person's been gone for a while, you can tell. I mean, there's a look and a smell, and they don't move at all.
Okay. Okay. Do they appear to be completely awake?
No! Oh my goodness. So with this call, and I know it's a little early to armchair quarterback this one, but, professionally armchair quarterback it. The person already told you that he feels that they are deceased. So again, I know it asked it in the CAD, but if it asks it in the CAD and it's required to ask, you can say, are you sure they're not breathing? Are you sure they are not speaking? Are you sure of this? Because they told you. You have to still, go through the CAD, make sure that you mark everything with, what the information needs to be, because you absolutely have to. So I know people are going to be, regular, normal people are going to hear the call and get really angry. So with this, though, yeah, you do have to fill out all those little parts, but you don't necessarily, you can confirm it with the caller. You don't have to ask them the question if it means absolutely no sense, right?
On the way?
Do they appear to be awake or alert?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can hear them going through the CAD.
Did you hear them talk or cry?
No.
Okay.
Dude, that was a good rephrasing.
Are they moving at all?
No, dude, they're not moving. Just send somebody out here really quick.
Okay, my units are underway, okay?
All right, so we're 3 minutes in, and it sounds like they're just finishing through with the CAD. They do have, units on the way, which is great, and letting him know that.
I'm sorry?
My units are on their way right now. And
okay, I'll meet them down at the gatehouse because they might not have a code.
Okay. Also, is there any way...
That means that the cut off with you.
Okay. Also, is there any...
Awesome. So he knows what the coverage is, the cell coverage is in the area. And by telling the call receiver that they may lose contact, that way you don't have anything that's unexpected. So there's no extra panic if the line drops or, just to be aware that the line might get choppy.
Any ways that you can open the house, or is there like a hidden key so my units can access it?
I have no idea.
So the house is closed? The door is closed? Yeah.
I'm sorry?
So he's doing two things which don't do that. So this is going to be a learning, growing experience for this call receiver, I think. So with this, if you ask a question of the person you're talking to, wait for them to respond before saying anything. Even if you're responding to your dispatcher, you can do like nod your head or wave your hand and nod your head and just not add confusion to something that's already confusing.
I'm going to meet them.
Okay, sir. My units are on their way, but can you confirm the address because I don't have a 1 North Summit Drive.
There is a 1 North Summit. That's where I work at.
So He's definitely starting to sound like a patient here, and that concerns me. So, in this type of situation, if you're starting to hear someone slip into becoming a patient, which it sounds like here, then because this sounds like an EMS call receiver because they're talking about sending out medical. You're allowed to slip into empathy tones with this, so this would be a good time to do that.
Okay. You don't have like the actual address of the house of where this person lives?
I have no idea. There's no address.
Which again, they in the first 50 seconds they said there's no address. Which again, in the desert, there are private communities that do not have addresses. That's why they have a gatehouse, or they go and they have someone pick up their mail for them.
There's a reason why for that.
Okay. Okay. What is the closest intersection for where you're gonna wait for my unit? Saturday 4 is en route direction information. Sir. Sir, what is the closest intersection that you're gonna be?
So, what I think that might have been either the dispatcher's voice. It's whoever's working with this call receiver. So it's possibly the dispatcher's, possibly their supervisor. So in the background, you're hearing them ask questions in there too, like, where is the nearest intersection, things like that. But this poor guy is a long way to go to get to the gatehouse.
Okay, so are you gonna be on a vehicle waiting for my unit, or are you gonna be on foot? Are you still there?
And that's a great question. So the other way you could put it, since he's already kind of in a panic mode, you can say, "Are you still with me?" That's a soft way of saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be on a vehicle waiting for my unit, or are you gonna be on foot?
I'm going down to the gatehouse right now.
To the gatehouse? Okay.
Awesome. So that was him doing the disarming of the alarm system for the gatehouse to get in.
We're probably going to get cut off.
Right. We're probably going to get cut off. He warned ahead of time that the coverage at the gatehouse is really poor. So he's warning you again at 5:26 in.
Okay.
And saying okay means you heard it, right? Don't say okay and acknowledge something if it's not something you heard or understand. Have them repeat it if you didn't hear it.
What are you wearing so my unit knows it's you?
I don't even know. You don't even know.
There we go. Slipping into being a patient. This guy, chances are, became a patient anyway. He's slipping in. He held it together. He's been holding it together like through the call, impressively so. But kind of breaking down. It's just there's a lot of realization that happens, and it can cause a person to go into shock.
You're like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
thank you. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying. It's okay would not be my response, but it is the response that they gave.
You still there? Hello, Ron.
And the line is hot, so you don't hang up on them. Don't disconnect on a call. And if somebody hangs up on you, you have to call them back. Because a call is not complete till you get the acknowledgement that it's complete. I want to put that out there so we don't put the cart before the horse. You have to get the acknowledgement that the call is complete. before you disconnect the call.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm just like, it's like it's the way ambulance coming. If there's an ambulance coming out here.
So now he's slipping into panic. You can hear the respiration. He's about 16 to 18 respiration right now.
Okay, what are you wearing so my unit's not you? So there.
And the other thing with the heightened respiration is not only is he panicking, he had a very long walk. So, yeah, he'd have to get looked at. There we go. Now the phone's cutting out, just like he said it would. I mean, he knows where the signal service is in the area.
I can barely understand you. You're coming in and out.
How come I don't hear anything, ambulance or anything? They're just right down there, Fort Marcy.
Okay, my units are on their way, okay?
Oh, yeah, I hear something now.
Now he's breaking down. All right. So, and this can happen. So it's a response. It's a letdown response that people get. People making a call to 911 can have that happen. People in the middle of an emergency can have that happen. Officers can have that happen. If they have like a really rough call, they can have a letdown. It happens. We're humans. So the appropriate thing, or at least, I don't know how they're trained there, but so here, at least where I was trained, we would need to go through, or at least want to go through controlling the call, which would very likely have him breathing. Can you breathe? Please breathe. Breathe in. Take control of the call. Right now, he's having a breakdown, and that's not a good thing for the caller. So, God, I'm nitpicking way too much, but I'm going to do this anyway. Coaching would have been good. So, coaching like you're doing a good job. Stay with me. Is there any other information that you can share that would be helpful for our responders, things like that? If you've finished the CAD, which it sounds like he finished the CAD, then it's officially a fully fleshed out call. And at that point, then you're there to coach and be there for the caller until the help arrives.
Okay, just to confirm, is there any way my units can get into the house?
Oh, and pre-arrival. This is pre-arrival.
I'm sorry.
Is there any way my units can get into the house?
It's gated. I don't know the code number, but I could just bring him up to the house. The way we got in was we jumped the wall. I could do someone I can see that comes in and out all the time. I'm gonna let go.
Okay.
Here comes the unit out here.
All right, so it's really faint, but I think what he said is maintenance gets in and out of there all the time by jumping the wall. So I think that's what I heard. But I wouldn't, if again, I don't know that that's what he said, I would not put that in the call. I would let him address that with the responders.
Thank you for your help. I appreciate you. Bye.
And I appreciate you, caller. Definitely a lot to go through. Hopefully you're okay. But with calls that are like DDR day, like dead, really dead people, they if it's an obvious deceased person, it has a lot of emotional and psychological effect on human beings. To be, to see that or know that it's happened, and then so it's not unusual for him to start to like feel this dread and panic and terror of what he's going through. So he's gonna want help. Just a little bit on the green side with the call receiver here, but it does sound like that the supervisor was double plugged or the dispatcher was double plugged with them, meaning that their headset was, it used to be physically double plugged, like physically plugged in with somebody, but it's a digital tuning in to their headset. So so there was somebody else on the phone there coaching the call receiver a little bit. So I don't know how new they were, but it can happen. So just say you're brand new to being a call receiver, and even if it's like your first hour of your first day, you can get the worst call of your life. It's random, it just depends on what comes in during your shift. But really kind of stuck in my craw when I heard this one. So going through the CAD. Now you have to go through the CAD and complete it. Absolutely has to happen. But just say you get into things that they've already answered. So just say you're going through, like, are they breathing? Are they responsive? They already told you the person was deceased. So you can say, and confirm with them, are you absolutely sure that this person is beyond help right now? Or do you think that you could do CPR? That would tell them, like, do you think you could do CPR on the person? If they straight out say absolutely not, you've crossed that bridge a little quicker, right? So, because on a DDRD, nobody's going to want to do CPR on somebody that's rotting, or head's missing, which is some of the cases for a DDRD. Dead, really dead. Please don't use the lingo in the field. It's a it's a slang. It's an old slang. Please don't do that. I'm going to get in trouble. But on the DL, you can say DDRD. It's just a nicer way of saying that the person is beyond help, really beyond help. So say beyond help. Do you think the person's beyond help, or would you like to try doing CPR? If they straight out, say descriptive things, that would be helpful on the call, but also why they don't want to do CPR. So there's a lot of disassociation that happens when someone finds a dead body, and it sounds like that's where the guy went. I would do the same thing. I would be like not wanting to look at or talk about or just want to be away from it. Good times. Little bit of a fresh call. Chances are this call is going to be on the national stage soon. So kind of be aware of it. I won't say why. But not big mistakes, but just kind of tiny annoyances, if that makes sense. So just to be a little less annoying on calls like this, if the person says they're deceased, they're probably not alive. And we got the fact that he said that he thought they were deceased in like the first 35 seconds of the call. And that means, like, when you get to the CAD, you start going through it because you have to. You have to go through the non-responsive CAD. It's required, period. You can't skip it. But again, when you're going through it, are you, you can ask the questions where it applies, but if you get to where are they breathing, are they talking, you can just reconfirm, does this person seem like they're beyond help? Or do you think you could start CPR with them? So, yeah. Tough call. It's never a good call when you have dead bodies because you don't know. It's not your job to know. You're not a detective. You're not a police officer, and you're not the EMS. You're the person that takes the information and gets it to the right people in a timely way and gets them a response. With the fact that this was 9 minutes, that's pretty fast. That's a fast response. So I know that people are complaining that that there's, complaints that the person was lingering in the cat a bit, which I agree. And which again, you can do just confirming with, again, permission with confirming, but you'd want to be able to confirm. And then, and then you have the other patient. You got to make sure that the person calling you is not another patient while you're waiting for them to arrive. But with the fact that it's in the middle of frickin' nowhere and they got there in 9 minutes, yeah, thank you, dispatcher and response team. Kick ass. My only nitpick is a little bit of this green call receiver, and I feel bad for them to have this call while they're still a little green. But, again, pull the call, review it with your supervisor, learn and grow. This is never a personal attack. The best thing you can do is to get better. And that's what I would always recommend. But with that, guys, please take care. Stay safe. Don't be naughty. And until next time, bye-bye.